All right, so what else can we do? Well, there's all kinds of cool stuff we can do. As a matter of fact, uh, let's set up another mask, alpha channel, to basically just kind of change the color of the grass. So again, we'll start with that building layer, which is the layer that contains all that. And what we'll do is we'll basically go to edit and we'll duplicate, or Command D for short. So now there's a new layer called building 2, and that is the new copy of the layer. So we'll make sure that's selected. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up here under composition, layer, and we're going to go layer and pre-compose to pre-compose that. So we'll give this a new name. We'll call it grass enhance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that move all attributes into the new composition is selected. That's about all we have to do. And then we'll click OK. And now you can see there's a new composition that just got put in there called grass enhance, which is exactly what we want. So now we got that new grass enhance layer selected. And then we'll go up and we'll grab that pen tool. And the pen tool can do two things. It can be used to create shapes, but because we've got the layer selected, it'll be used to create a mask. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start clicking around the area of the grass to make a mask. So we're just going to basically click through here. And you see I'm even going through the trees because it's not all that critical, because it is going to be its own kind of layer. So basically I'm going to create a closed path to create a mask. And now I'm going to hit F on my keyboard, and I can see there's a mask feather property. And what I'm going to do is just feather that mask ever so slightly to just soften the edges. Maybe I'll just go 2.2 to basically just so, if I don't quite nail everything on the mask, then it's not a big deal. And now that I've got that area segmented off, right, I can go in here and I can go affecting color correction, and I could start basically trying to play around with the colors. So I'm just going to go to hue and saturation, and now what I can do is you can see I can change the colors of the grass. Okay, so that's probably terrible looking grass. So I just play around with these colors. Maybe I'll bring up some of the greens a little bit to lively it up a little bit, maybe increase some of the saturation. Look at that lovely grass now. Okay, so basically now you can see when I play that, the grass looks a lot better. So yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with alpha channels. One last thing we'll do here is we'll stop that, and of course we'll go file save as, and we'll update our version number, and I'm up to number 6. And one last thing we'll do is we'll play around with some filters. So all kinds of cool stuff you can do. So I'm just going to close up that layer and then deselect any active layers. And I'm going to go up here and go Layer, New, and I'm going to make a special kind of layer. It's called an adjustment layer. And it's almost like I'm creating a layer that is going to, in effect, act as a filter. So you can see a new adjustment layer appears, and it's at the top of the stack, and that's great. So now with that adjustment layer selected, I can go up here to Effect and Color Correction. And what I'm going to do is look for something called Photo Filter. And I can put that photo filter like right on to that layer. And what I can do is I can use like various film type filters. So there's a warming filter. It kind of warms it up. And there's all kinds of cool filters. I mean, I can, make it look like it's underwater. A little bluer in there, deep emerald to kind of cast some shadows on there. But all I'm really trying to do is warm it up with a warming filter. And then again, if you turn that FX on and off, you can see there's just a slight warming, which, is being applied to the entire thing. So you can see what a huge difference from what you started with. to what you've now ended up with. So yeah, some really cool features in functions. And we'll stop that and we'll go File, Save As, and we'll update that version and save that.